Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check. Regular. Kill.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, exit.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Check back.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Hey, orbit.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Fitzpatrick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
52 and 56.
They'll try and run with their fullback. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Walford's got it. Complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now Ballage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Down to lose one. 58, right over there, right over there.
McSorley from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mark 80! Mark 49! Here we go, D!
Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards.
And Fitzpatrick with a completion there, and of course he's a journeyman, but the people in Buffalo know him because one of his stops on his journey was here as a starter for the Bills from 2009 to 2012. Buffalo was 20 and 33 in those starts before he would ship off to Tennessee in 2013. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Fitzpatrick will sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the ground, the rookie Myles Gaskin, the former Washington Husky, takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
McSorley sets to pass, being chased out left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the newest member of the 15,000-yard club. It's Frank Gore. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To the air. Allen. He's going to let this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Gaskin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Gore again here on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Gore. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 39, Fitzpatrick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football. And you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Here's McSorley to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Off play action. Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Off the play fake. Fitzpatrick. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop with them.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Gore. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on second and 10. Allen. Flushed out. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On third down, they'll run with Gore. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 12, Allen, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cameron Meredith, 77 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Go.
On second and 11 now. Fitzpatrick, flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Prescott.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. That's Cox. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is Gaskin on the carry, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. Caught. It's Wilson. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them 1 closer.
Bills 31, Dolphins 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Croft. And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
General West. He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Gore. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Push him back. Push him back. Alert, alert, alert.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Croft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Back now in Buffalo, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 24. Check regular. Check. Strong. Feel it. Lucky. Check it. 49. Check 49. Pilot, 64. Weak.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Hey,
Second and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Fitzpatrick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Regular. Left. 58 to Mike. Hey, Haywood.
Now Fitzpatrick on fourth down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Bills 38, Dolphins 28.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. First down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Play action now. Fitzpatrick nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, that's how we do it, dude.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
March 49. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Alpha. 49 to Mike.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run. It's Gore. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On second down now, Gore. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about
Now Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort. Get it, and the flag did come out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on second and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Allen on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's final score, Bills.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. Your defense.
And you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Buffalo, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week.